Today, Wildcats, we're working on balance. And the thing I want you to think about today as we're working on balance is tight muscles. I want you to have a stiff body when we're working on balance. If I'm balancing on my toes, I want to have stiff muscles in my leg to hold myself up. The same thing happens if I'm balancing on my heels. I want to try to hold stiff muscles. One leg. You can try the other leg. All right, let's stand on each foot for 10 seconds. Let's practice having stiff muscles. The other foot. And put your arms out, it might help. Okay, today you're going to need a towel or maybe a wooden broom handle or something like that. Make sure you have parent permission and something soft. I'm using a towel. It's nice and safe. You could also use wood or a 2x4. Make sure it has no nails in it. Okay, for a warm-up, if you're by yourself, you can just do laps around the towel. So try one way 10 times, and once you do it 10 times, then we'll try the other way 10 times. If you have multiple people in your house at PE right now, then you could actually play tag around the towel. Make sure that you don't break anything and you have plenty of room to play tag. The rule is you both have to be on the same side. You cannot tag across the towel, so it's like an invisible wall that goes all the way up. So you have to jump back and forth to try around the towel to try and tag the other person. Let's try that. When you step up on your towel or the 2x4 or the broom handle, whatever you're using, you'll notice that if it's smaller than your foot, you feel a little bit more wobble than you would on flat ground. And so let's just stand on it and practice holding tight muscles. And you shouldn't be as wobbly when you have tight muscles. Okay, I'm going to try it facing the other way. Good. Okay, now I'm going to try, like we did before, on one leg. I'm going to hold that for 10 seconds. Remember tight muscles. And let's try the other way, the other foot. Remember, you can have your arms out if you need to. All right, great job, Wildcats. All right, now we're going to practice walking across our balance beam. So I just take one foot at a time, and I'm going to try to have tight muscles and go heel-toe. Make sure my foot goes directly in front of the next one. I'm going to turn around and go back. We're going to try that about 10 times. All right, so you can try that 10 times. Next, we're going to walk on our tiptoes. And I want to have tight muscles again. I'm at one foot right in front of the other on tiptoes. I'm going to step off and turn around and do the same thing back. All right, let's try that 10 times. Last, I'm going to walk on my heels. I'm going to have tight muscles in my shins. This one's a little harder. I need my arms for that one. On my heels again. Whew, I need some practice on that one. Let's try that 10 times, Wildcats. Next, we're going to practice switching legs on the balance beam. So when I'm standing here, I'm going to try to jump up and switch the places of my feet while having tight muscles. Here we go. All right, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, All right, let me straighten out my balance beam. We could also do that on our toes. All right, let's try both of those 10 times. This time, we're going to walk on the balance beam, jump and turn and try to stay on the balance beam. So I'm going to walk across. And when I get to the end, I'm going to try to jump and turn and stay. Let's see if I can do better this time. Ooh, that's hard. Let's try it one more time. All right, you can also try that on your toes. You try Wildcats. This time, we're going to try to balance on the balance beam, and we're going to bend down and touch one hand on the balance beam and come up. Let's try that. You can also try to touch the other hand and come back up. You can step and touch. Once you get better at that, we're going to try it a little bit more difficult. All right. Now, I want you to try keeping one foot on the balance beam and touching one hand on the balance beam and back up. Now let's try with the other foot. One foot on the balance beam and touch it with one hand. All right, your turn, Wildcats. Okay, Wildcats, this time we're going to try to have one foot on the balance beam. We're going to balance like an airplane, and then we're going to try, let me try that again. We're going to balance like an airplane and try to touch both hands on the balance beam and back up. Let's try it with the other foot. Go down like an airplane, touch both hands on the balance beam, and back up. Your turn, Wildcats. All right, Wildcats, for the last challenge, we're going to do a towel balance challenge. So you're going to take your towel, put it in your hands, and what we're going to do is we're going to cross our feet at the bottom, raise our towel above our head, and slowly sit down into the seated position. Then, gain your balance, gain your composure, and you're going to lean forward, push up, and maintain your balance all the way up. Let's see if you can do it.